How you doing, everybody? Thanks for watching segment 3 of Smacktalk. I'm Tony Gaglione.
I'm Shawn
In
Adams.
segment 3, we're going to do a little headlines for NHL, MLB, and NBA.
First thing we're going to talk about, whatever his name is, Tanaka, from the Yankees for $155 million. Hey, they got all that money from the A-Rod contract back.
Yeah, good
You
for
know?
them. You know what? This guy's going to put up Mark Burley numbers, which is like 12 and 12 with a 3.4 ERA.
We talked about this earlier.
I'm sorry, this is not going to happen. He's not going to go 27
No,
with the 1.2 ERA. I'm
think-
glad the Yankees paid him $155 million to cut him in 3 years. He is Daisuke Matsuzaka.
That's what I think.
Without a doubt.
I think he'll have a good first season because nobody sees his delivery or his
I'm
pitches.
sorry. He's going to get rocked. He's going to get rocked. That is my call. I'm making it. It's over. He's going to get rocked. $155 million, 27 home runs.
He's going to start.
Give it up.
Speaking of a lot of money, what about Clayton Kershaw?
Clayton Kershaw got banked.
$200-something million for a pitcher who's going to
man.
play like 30-something games.
Hey, good for him. Good for him. Good for Clayton Kershaw and good for the Dodgers because the Dodgers got money to spend and they're finally spending it.
Yeah.
So they're putting a team together that can potentially win a World
One thing
Series.
I want to talk about, which we called, was A-Rod fought his suspension. Yeah, he had it reduced from 211, which we suspended him for the rest of the year.
Yeah, sure.
And next year. And guess what? He still misses next year.
Yeah, he still misses 162 games. Goodbye, A-Rod. Don't care to see you. I hope that, honestly, you get caught again. There's more that comes out, and you get suspended, banned for life, like B-Bro. Sorry, buddy.
The U.S. Doping Agency, or the International Doping Agency, they said his doping regimen was the most potent regimen they had ever seen.
And then Tony Bosch said he was the most meticulous person about his doping. It was crazy. Like, he had to have certain things at a certain time.
Like 10:45, gum at 1.
Yeah, during the game he would have these little gummy things in. All right, let's get to basketball. LeBron hinted at leaving Miami and a happy birthday to Dwayne Wade.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
Yeah. He's basically saying, I'm going back to Cleveland.
Yes.
Going back to
give me
Cleveland.
your top 2 of LeBron moving. I'm saying number 1, Cleveland. Number 2, Chi-Town.
I'm going to say Cleveland number 1, New York Knicks number 2. Knicks get rid of Carmelo Anthony.
Okay, if the Knicks get rid of Melo, then I agree with that. If Melo's on the Knicks, it's Chi-Town.
Yeah, speaking of Chi-Town, the Bulls have traded Luol Deng to the Cavaliers to create cap space.
Cap space to sign a max free agent. They
Like
also
LeBron
released
James.
Marcus Teague. They signed Marcus Teague, and then they released him. They traded Luol Deng for Andrew Bynum. Then they released Andrew Bynum to exit that cap. They have enough room for a max free agent, which is either Melo, either LeBron, a Dwayne Wade, a Chris Bosh, or whatever.
You
the
don't want
heck.
Bosh.
I don't want Bosh either, but we have an inside presence in Joakim Noah that's fantastic.
Exactly.
But other in the NBA, Kevin Durant went off for 40-some-odd points the other night. It's his 3rd straight game with over 35 points.
It's 4 times he's gone over 40 in the year.
Is Kevin Durant the best scorer in the league right now?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Best scorer.
No.
Yes.
Steph Curry is the best scorer in the league.
No.
He is the most pure shooter in the league.
That's fine. Kevin Durant is the best scorer.
No.
He can get inside. He can rebound. Kevin Durant, the Durantula. That man was tied at Texas.
Okay, what does that say? Texas has a quality
What it
program.
means is that Portland should not have drafted Greg Oden number 1.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that.
They should have taken Kevin Durant. Portland Trailblazers.
Dude, I would love to
if
see
they
Kevin
ever have
Durant
the
doing well on the Seattle Supersonics right now.
Here's what-
this Oklahoma City crowd is just pissing me
if
off.
the
You know what I'm
Portland
saying?
Trailblazers ever get the number 1 draft pick, what they should do is they should write down who they're going to draft, take that piece of paper, crumple it up, act like he's not on the board, and then select the next best player
Yeah.
because that dude's going to be a star.
You know
Michael
why?
Jordan.
Because they've done Sam Bowie,
and Greg Oden.
Greg Oden.
Durantula, Michael Jordan.
All right,
So,
real quick before we get into our top 5 for the end of the week, Olympics are coming up. Hockey is big. NHL players. We got 10 Chicago Blackhawks in the Olympics. 10.
I want to say something about
Most of
the
any
Olympics.
team. Go ahead.
I'm going to say this. Hockey is the only sport. Oh, and shufflepuck.
Oh, you gotta have watch curling.
Oh, curling. That's what it is.
Curling.
Shufflepuck.
Yeah.
It's the stuff.
Yeah,
That's the
shufflepuck.
only 2 stuff. I'm not
What
watching
about like a
anything.
luge where you go like 80 miles an hour?
Oh, look! We got
The
Jamaican
skeleton.
bobsled teams.
Jamaican
back.
bobsled.
We're gonna watch
back.
that cool
Yes.
runnings. I will watch
The
that.
2-man team for Jamaica qualified for the Olympics for the bobsled
Feel
team.
the rhythm. Feel the ride.
Get on up! It's bobsled time!
Exactly. So there's 3 things we're gonna watch in the Olympics. I don't really want to watch NBC's coverage because it's long and drawn out.
Yeah, and Bob
boring.
Costas talks like a freaking 90-year-old man.
He
So
is a 90-year-old man. His plastic surgery's like my.
I see it lifted up here.
Okay, anyways, we're going to move on. Top 5. since the Super Bowl
Whoa, we didn't get into the picks. Give me your top
oh.
3 for Olympic hockey.
Oh, top 3?
Yes.
Canada.
Canada's number 1.
United States.
United States number 2. Sweden number 3. I like that pick of Sweden number 3. I'm going to say the U.S. wins the gold, Canada gets the silver, and Finland wins the bronze.
Finland, you're right. Finland's got a solid
They have a solid team.
Yeah.
Let's get into the top 5. The top 5 this week is the top 5 unknown players that will help this Super Bowl.
Yeah, we brought this up because one year the Cowboys beat my Steelers, and some random guy just picked off Neil O'Donnell 3 times. He won the Super Bowl MVP. So we're talking about players that people don't really know about that could have an impact in the game.
Sure.
My number 5 is the deaf fullback for Seattle, Derek Coleman. Dude's deaf.
Okay. Does that make him a non-football player?
No, but it makes him a key player because this dude can light up blocks for Marshawn Lynch. He can catch the little third down, close to the goal line, little swing out pass. I think he can make a difference. Not like a.
My number 5 is the only reason I picked this number 5 is because it reminded me of something. It reminded me of something back that I saw when the Rams played the Patriots. And the Patriots were the hugest underdogs. And Drew Bledsoe got taken out. Tom Brady came in for Drew Bledsoe. And who won the game that game? Adam Vinatieri.
Kicker.
Okay?
Yeah.
He had the same record as Stephen Hauschka this year, kicking.
Whoa.
Which, yes, I'm going to
digging
take.
deep.
I'm digging deep. And I'm going to take Stephen Hauschka to win the game on a field goal if my prediction doesn't happen.
Okay. So you're number 4.
Cam Chancellor. Because he's a concussion-giving machine.
Because everyone's talking about Sherman.
That's fine. Yeah, no, forget Sherman. Cam Chancellor is a concussion-giving machine. If you go over the middle and the ball is high, you're getting hit. It doesn't matter about the 15 yards. Guess what? You're not playing for the rest of the game.
That's right. One thing Seattle said.
I'll take the 15
yards. Yeah,
yards
they'll take the penalty.
over the penalty.
That's right.
You're done. You're done.
Yeah.
Sorry, Wes Welker.
Yeah.
Go over the middle one time. Let Cam Chancellor hit you.
We talked about this in segment 1. My number 4 is Quentin Champ. Big players make big plays in big games, and I think this kid he might be overrated, but he could make some big plays on young Russell Wilson.
Okay.
Denver
Okay. All right.
My number 3. No, my number 3.
Go ahead.
Andre Caldwell, Denver wide receiver. Everyone knows about Wes Welker and Eric Decker and all these
but
guys.
when these guys get concussions from Cam Chancellor,
Caldwell used to play for the Bengals. He's quick. He's fast.
No,
he's a
good
good
player.
slot receiver. He played for the Patriots as well. They picked him up. He's a good player. He can make a couple of catches across the middle and make a difference.
I like it. Number 3 for me is Jacob Tamme. The only reason Jacob Tamme is number 3
Because he used to play with Peyton Manning at the Colts. That's why.
Not
He
only
knows the
that,
offense.
he knows the offense, and he is a blocking tight end. Julius Thomas is not a blocking
No,
tight
he's a
end.
pass catcher.
Exactly. So when they're going to run the ball and Peyton wants to Omaha out of it, they got a pass play. Jacob Tamme's going to run that little out route, and he's going to catch it. And if he doesn't, then guess what? Broncos lose. My number 2 is Doug Baldwin.
Yeah, the
A lot
receiver.
of people
Everyone
don't
forgets.
really know Doug Baldwin because of Golden Tate, Sidney Rice, Percy Harvin. But you got to remember, Percy Harvin's injured. He might not play that much. Sidney Rice is out for the year. You got Golden Tate. Catches the ball. I believe he caught that touchdown on the free play against the 49ers when they jumped off sides and he just hucked it down the field. I believe Doug Baldwin caught that ball.
Yeah.
So if Doug Baldwin has a big game, Seattle wins.
My number 2, Omaha is sorry, I said Earl Thomas, the Seattle safety. I've got a lot of these playmakers because everyone's gonna be talking about Sherman and his antics, and people forget that Seattle's defense is filled with playmakers. He mentioned Cam Chancellor. I got Earl Thomas. These guys, they lay guys out. Earl Thomas is a good safety. Good safety. Yeah. So that's my number 2. My number 1. Red Bryant, defensive tackle, defensive end of Seattle. I think his inside presence is going to disrupt a lot for Peyton Manning. And I think fumble recovery, Red Bryant.
Okay, my number 1 is Monty Ball. Monty Ball,
Wisconsin Beast.
He was a two-headed monster at Wisconsin.
Played
Russell Wilson, big deal. No Shawn Moreno's questionable. So if Monty Ball can handle the load and turn a little beast mode of his own, you never know what can happen. So, I mean, Monty Ball could literally be the MVP of Super Bowl, or whatever we're at right now.
Yeah, 45 or 49.
Super Bowl 69 right now.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, it just...
Okay, so for the gamblers out there, there's these nice prop bets. Who scores the first touchdown of the game?
Julius Thomas.
Okay, Monty Ball.
Julius Thomas.
Julius Thomas. Yeah, he's going to have low odds. I'm talking about the guys.
Oh, you want the high odds?
Yeah, Monty Ball.
Turbin.
Reggie Turbin.
Turbin on the goal line.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm going to go with Turbin.
You know what I like?
You know
the most?
what? Isn't there odds on if there will be a kick or punt return for a touchdown?
Yes, there is.
There's Drew Holiday on one side.
Yeah.
There's Golden Tate on the other.
Pick it up.
I'm betting that.
I like the one. Is there going to be a safety in the game?
No.
800. Hey, Tom Brady steps back.
Yeah,
oh, it's
I
illegal.
remember that, yeah.
Holding in the end zone is a safety.
Who talked me out of betting that?
Your buddy Bob.
No, I believe it was you.
No, I didn't talk you out of it.
Whatever. Thanks for watching 73 of Smack Talk. I hope you enjoy the Super Bowl. I'm Tony Gaglione.
I'm Shawn Adams.
And this is the best show ever.
As our computer glitches, so you might have some like interference on the